Today, we are on another expedition with the 7.3 liter gas Godzilla. We are going to tow over 200 miles, but we're not towing this thing. We got something else in mind, and we're going to go over some myths about gas mileage, so we'll get to it. All right, guys, we're going to top this thing off, but first, you're going to see what we're towing. Yep, we're going to fill this up before we head out. I don't want to have to do it when we get over yonder, so I could just put the boat in the water and get to the house. But we're going to put it, this is going to be probably extra 400 pounds or so. So we'll see how that does. All right, so we're going to be towing the boat, and it's going to weigh probably anywhere between 5,500 and 6,000 pounds. We weighed it once before, and it was a little over 5,000 pounds, but we got a new trailer, and we loaded it up with fuel this time. And this time we're going much farther. Last time I did one of these miles per gallon with towing, it was a real short distance. This is over 200 miles, but we'll get more into it as soon as we get this filled up. All right, guys, we got everybody loaded up and we're on our way. We've got about 225 miles, it says, to the dump the boat in the water, and we're going all the way across the state. We're coming from the east side of Florida, heading all the way over to southwest Florida, Sanibel, Cape Coral area. But this is a 7.3 liter gas Godzilla with 355 gears, 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. And a lot of these videos that we do, these mile per gallon tests and stuff, we get a lot of crazy comments and stuff. Love reading those things, but we're gonna probably check back in when we get about halfway, and we're gonna go over do some myth busting for miles per gallon, and we'll kind of see how we're doing. And like I said, we're doing a test between the LIO meter, what the truck says we're getting, and we'll find out at the end here what exactly we're getting as far as miles per gallon towing about 6,000 pounds. It looks like we're getting started off with the free truck and boat wash. I don't think it's going to rain the whole time, but we'll see. All right, we got Mickey Mouse over here putting a real damper on our miles per gallon. A lot of stop and go over here by the mouse. Hopefully by the time we get past Disney World and all that mess, it'll pick back up. We'll get on some back roads, and should be some smooth sailing. Fingers crossed. All right, guys, we're at about the halfway mark here, just a little past it. Man, we had to go through some horrible traffic to get out of the Orlando area, but we're finally got some backcountry here, a little smooth sailing, and that really affected our gas mileage going through those small towns and that horrible traffic. Anyway, but I said we would talk about some myth busting as far as miles per gallon, and this one goes back a ways. How many of you guys have ever put the tailgate down to get better gas mileage, for it to be more aerodynamic? Well, anyway, this myth was busted a long time ago. I remember it was like by Car and Driver magazine took a truck and they put it on the track and ran it with the tailgate down and with the tailgate up, and they were getting better gas mileage with the tailgate up. And they were like, well, this doesn't make any sense, let's kind of figure this out. So they went to Lockheed Martin and went to the wind tunnel. Those are the guys that build the jets, and they stuck them in there, and what they found out was when the air was coming over the bed of the truck with the tailgate down, the air was coming over the cab and then pressing straight down on the bed of the truck, causing more pressure, which more resistance, was getting worse gas mileage. And they're like, well, why is this not happening with the tailgate up? And when they put it in the wind tunnel with the tailgate up, they come to find out that when there's an air bubble that circulates in the bed of the truck, So when the wind comes over the cab, it just keeps going and off the back of the truck, and it just goes over that air bubble. Like if you've ever accidentally left like a bag of plastic bag or something in the back of your truck, and you see it and it just kind of goes around in circles and it doesn't just fly out, that's what they're talking about. And that's why it gets better gas mileage with your tailgate up. Myth was busted. That was years ago. So I'm just gonna throw that out there for you guys. How many of you guilty of putting the tailgate down to get better MPG? Anyway, all right, well, we're gonna keep going. We're a little over half a tank, and hopefully we'll get this boat in the water here soon, let the puppies out. But we'll, you know, after we get the boat put away, we're gonna go fill this truck up and see, you know, put it apples to apples. The miles per gallon is according to the machine, and we're gonna do it by hand. All right, guys, Kim's taking the truck over to the house, and I gotta drive the boat around to it, where we're gonna be staying. And man, things are a lot closer than I would really care for. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty rough out here on the water. Man, that gas mileage was way rougher than this water. So let's get to it and go meet her. All right, it's been a long, crazy day. You know, I'm kind of interested to see how what the actual reading is going to be. But man, it has been a crazy day. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going easy on it. I was, you know, when I could go fast to make up time, I was going fast. And when we were stuck in traffic, there was nothing I could do. A lot of stop and go. But we'll see what it is. Well, it looks like we beat her here. She should be coming down that road any minute. Fingers crossed. Well, she made it. Yay! She hates pulling the trailer. All right, guys, here's the moment of truth. We were at 25 miles to empty when we pulled up here. And we're going to tell you exactly how many miles we went, and we're going to compare it with how many gallons we got in here. And this was this was a rough one, but we'll let it fill up and get to it. Go figure. We are trying to fill up. We got 8.33 gallons, and all the fuel pumps just died all of a sudden. So we're gonna have to go to another gas station to finish this up. All right, we're at Murphy's. Let's try this again. All right, guys, we just fueled up over here, and another myth that I'm gonna bust here real quick is I got a lot of requests to do like using like premium fuel or higher octane fuel for one of these tests and stuff like that, and I'm not even going to bother because that's already been busted so many times. You don't really gain any fuel economy by increasing your octane. The only way you're going to probably do that is if you do it with programming and a fuel adjustment in octane. If there is any kind of like increase in fuel economy, it's usually because you put premium in there and you're thinking you're gonna get better fuel, and your brain's making you you know, drive slower, brake sooner, not accelerate as fast. It's just, you know, just your subconscious taking over there. So that's already been busted several times, so I'm not going to do that. But here we go with the numbers. At the last gas place, it was 8.33 gallons, and at this place it was 20.79 gallons. You add those together, that's 29.12 gallons, and we went a total of 221.6 miles, and you divide that by the gas that we put in the truck, and that's 7.6 miles per gallon. That's pretty dismal. And our actual machine here, the lyometer, was actually reading a little high. It said we were getting 7.8 miles per gallon, and we're only getting 7.6. But you know, I always love the comments on these videos. They always make me laugh. So go ahead and leave one down there. I appreciate it. And You know, you guys can argue amongst yourselves about all this stuff, and you know, we always get some interesting things down there in the comment section on these videos. But thank you for coming along. I hope you learned something from this, and I guess the moral of this story is if you have a big block Godzilla gas guzzling motor, don't worry about gas mileage too much. Just get to where you're going, take your toys with you, and have fun and enjoy it. So you know, that's the moral of this story, I guess. But if you know, leave comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that fancy jazz. Give this video a big thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.